Hey everybody, Minpin here, back with a Clash of Clans 101 video on BAM raids. Today we're going to look at two particular aspects of BAM that are important. One is the idea that you don't necessarily need a lot of resources in order to attack a base with BAM, and the second is clearing a path to Dark Elixir is a great way, especially in Crystal League and on up. So let's take a look at the base we're going to be attacking. It's relatively straightforward. It's a premature Town Hall 9. Premature because I don't see any expos, and I also see some fairly low-level walls, which is great for especially DE raiding because you want to bring in your barbarian king and break down that wall and bring in the queen behind him. You're not going to have any wall breakers in the BAM raid, so this base is set up perfectly for us. One more quick thing before we get to the attack. Notice where the Dark Elixir storage is located, and look at this arrow here. This is the direction I'm going to bring in the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen behind, because this is going to be a fairly easy base to get 50% on, and I just want to make sure to come in and grab all of that Dark Elixir, preferably without using any of the minions. Alright, so let's get to the attack, and you're going to notice that I do the patented 4-finger drop. You'll see barbarians and archers coming from 4 different directions all simultaneously, and the archers come down immediately as soon as the barbarians are drained and collapse on the outside of that base, taking out all of the outside buildings. And then you'll see that as I start clearing the outside out, the Barbarian King drops. The Archer Queen is going to come in right behind him, heading towards that Dark Elixir storage. Now right here I go ahead and use the Queen's ability to take down that Dark Elixir storage even faster than she normally would, and about this time I realize I'm only at about 43% damage on the base, so it's time to go ahead and bring in those minions, which remember in a BAM raid are for backup only when you want to grab a little bit of extra Dark Elixir, a little bit of extra other resources that are available on the edges, or if you really need to push them out there to get that extra 50%. So you want to look for places that are weak. For example, the cannon at the bottom, I think I'm going to run some minions in there and grab that because I know it's been weakened by the archers that were there previously. So you just want to grab whatever buildings look like they're easy to get, things that are farther away from air defenses, etc. And I think eventually here you'll see that I end up sending all the minions in because I really need to ensure that I get 50% on this base. The BAM raid relies heavily on getting the bonus for each raid, so you don't really want to risk not getting the bonus, especially when you look up and see that the resources for this have only been around 12,000 or 13,000 for both gold and elixir. So let's take a look at the cost effectiveness of that raid. Our costs for the army were 25,500 elixir and 180 dark elixir. Our gold cost there is the average amount of times that I usually click the next button in Crystal 2, and from that we netted about 37,000 elixir, just under 60,000 gold, and just over 900 dark elixir. You can see this raid is very cost effective, but you have to do a lot of them in order to make it worth your time. You can usually run about 4 or 5 an hour, but if you boost your barracks you can run anywhere from 15 to 20 an hour. That's it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching.